I am Dan. Yes, I am.
I'm Nick.
And,
Together we form.
yes, we do.
Yes, we do.
A
We
duo.
form. Together we form.
A duo made up of Dan and Nick that forms a group known as
The unpanderer.
panderers.
You
Ah,
finished
yeah.
my word. I love it. We're good.
Oh, yeah. We always finish each other's sandwiches.
Sandwiches.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Everyone watching at home, you're an umper. You just one of those fans that's been around since the beginning.
Yeah.
You know the routine. You can't use any of this against us at a job. You can't think it's serious. It's not something illegal. Something.
Court of
something
law,
legal.
not gonna happen.
Mhm.
Nobody's
Nope.
gonna come after
Lawyers.
us. We are wholeheartedly
Teflon.
kind-hearted.
Teflon Dan and Teflon Nick coming at you, folks. Just filled with Teflon. We're like those frying pans, the non-stick.
That butter just slides right off.
Little. Someone asked me what our podcast was like, what we do here.
Oh yeah,
I
what?
said it's like a Teflon coated pan. It's like beautiful, and everything slides off. But if you heat it above 450, the chemicals get in your food. And
You'll be
poison
raking that
you.
stuff off.
Mhm.
You'll be
So
dipping it in the sink for weeks. That thing's not gonna come
like
off.
that's like what this podcast is, I'd say.
Yeah, sometimes we
But
stick, and you can't
Mhm.
get us off of you.
sometimes you overheat and a bunch of chemicals get in your food.
They say Teflon's cancerous. Luckily, we're not the Teflon. We're just the metaphor for stuck on food. So
Hmm.
I don't even know where we begin. We have an agenda, which is a standardized agenda.
Doesn't everyone?
So we had an issue with the call quality, and that is
Mhm.
our tongue twister of the day. Call quality, call quality, call quality, call quality.
That was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Call quality, call quality, call quality. I like it.
Call quality. Call quality. Call quality. Cuckold. 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 Call quality.
Cuckolds everywhere.
Cuckold call quality from goalie.
Yeah, why is that? That's the big insult of the alt right, correct?
Yeah, they call them idiots because they just accept what happens to them, right?
Ah, that's right. That's right.
I think we went over that in a previous episode.
I think we did. I think we went over everything in a previous episode. Right now we're just rehashing.
Yeah.
Speaking of hashing, shout out people who mine bitcoins and drive up the price of video cards.
Yes.
You're the real heroes out here. All we want to do is play video games, and all you want to do is make it so that memory cards that are used and old cost like $800.
You have to own
Shout out.
NVIDIA
You're
stock.
brave.
Yep. Own NVIDIA stock so you can pay for their video cards. It's the only way.
Do you know the logic behind it?
The logic behind the price increase for the stock, or behind the math involved in cryptocurrency?
Yeah, why does a video card do better than, say, a general purpose CPU?
Well, they initially started with Bitcoin, so this is the technical, as they have these ASICs machines which are designed to do hashing.
Correct.
So that's for Bitcoin. The other side of it is that they developed this other currency to use GPUs called Ethereum, which is becoming bigger than Bitcoin in my opinion, and that is designed to use the GPUs.
What, just the GPU happens to be better at solving the puzzle
It's
or whatever?
better at breaking it down into smaller pieces.
Okay, that's fair.
They use it
you
for-
don't have to get more technical than that. That's good.
That's good. Yeah, I was gonna get way too technical, and everyone was gonna
What's
be lost.
weird is, so hold on. Now I do need one further step. Why is video memory better at breaking it down than, say, like a processing core or anything like that?
So if you're watching a video, you're looking at like a lot,
Many
like
pixels?
thousands of different pixels, right?
So is there more information per second it has to process?
Yeah, it's like parallel.
Okay.
So
As
they can-
opposed to a CPU is doing.
It's
'Cause
threading
there's-
a lot of things together, but it doesn't have
Okay.
as many threads, essentially.
Okay, that makes sense. The threads might be bigger themselves, but it's not as many threads.
Mm-hmm.
So you can do a multitude more because it's used to doing that many pixels. I got
Yeah,
it.
it's
Okay.
it's a more
that-
functional, more universal method of calculating things, whereas GPUs are set to do a specific thing, but you can appropriate it for other uses that are like
Right.
Bitcoin mining or Ethereum
Interesting.
mining.
Well, we've lost 90% of people
Yep.
who checked in on this episode.
Yep.
So thanks for joining, folks. We're done.
So
now we can talk about the good stuff.
yeah, so I'm Dan and you're Nick, And we are the Unpanderers. Thanks for joining us.
The real episode has started. We just wanted to get those nerds.
Yeah.
I wanted to say out of here, but I guess that doesn't make sense.
They would have finished already and
yeah,
closed the video.
We just wanted to keep the nerds, I guess. I don't
Yeah.
know. We wanted to kick out the normies, I guess. Breaking out. Got one here, got one here.
Oh, yeah? You a little nervous? You got something going on?
Nah, one of those days. You know, where everything goes awry, as we were to say?
No.
Where everything sucks and everyone... just one of those days where you don't want to wake up. Everybody's...
You break a shoelace?
You're ripping someone's head off. It ain't no contract. And if you disrespect, you get your own. Your best bet is to stay away, mother effer. It's just one of those days. No?
I feel like...
just
one of those. You got to say it with a little angst.
Well,
a little bit like you've smoked too many cigarettes maybe and can't sing.
Right. Well, there's a thing me and my old college roommate Ben always wanted to do was to speak words to songs at like job interviews and stuff. Like especially Rage Against the Machine lyrics, because they're always screamed and sung. And
strange you mentioned that.
You want to add? I'd be like, why stand on a silent platform? Like the norm. Fuck the norm, or whatever I forget the actual line now. You know. Just anyway, you say.
We should start an episode off with just speaking lyrics, but then it sounds like a beatnik poet exercise.
It does, but it sounds kind of funny when you think about it. Anyway, that was our great idea. It's more fun if you know the words, but I haven't been listening to much Rage lately, so. Or Limp. Sorry, Limp.
I was gonna say it's all about the nookie. Something. It's all about the nookie. Just keep repeating that over and over again.
The what? A cookie. So you can take that cookie and stick it up your
yeah.
I still don't know where she's putting this cookie, but yeah.
Yeah. She's putting the cookie in her nookie, and you're just all about the nookie.
Mm-hmm.
Both of those, I mean, they both sound good.
I guess they do.
I can't deny.
So, moving on.
Yeah.
What's going on in your life? Break it down for me, Dan.
You want the real, or you want the persona?
Answer your question with a question.
Sure.
What's that mean?
It's very vague. There's a lot going on. There's tons going on. It's very boring. Very long, drawn out. It's the key to being successful, I guess, but it's so
How
sad.
About TL:DR. Too long, didn't read.
Yeah. I'm good, Nick. How are you?
That's what we all want in life.
Yeah. It's passing in the hallway and saying,
how
are you?
How's it going? He could tell you. He could really break it down and tell you.
Mm-hmm.
We're hurtling towards death. Everything I do seems to get fainter and fainter. Nothing has color anymore. I fear for my life, and I don't get erections the same. Like, someone could say that at your work. You wouldn't want to hear that. You'd just be like, okay, dude, you could have just said, I'm fine. I got you.
I wanted to do an episode on happiness because I started listening to Flaming Lips, like Do You Realize?
Do you realize? Yeah. The most beautiful things. Is he talking about himself, or like us, the listener, or an individual girl or guy?
I would think it would be a girl, but I guess that's the key to lyrics, though, is they make it so ambiguous that it could relate to anybody who's either super vain, super into a girl, or...
Flaming Lips seems so nice that I feel like they might be singing it to everyone listening. You know, they go off that vibe. Like, they like everyone. They're like, do you realize? They're saying it to everyone. That you have the most beautiful face. Those are the only two lines I know in that whole song.
What's the other line? Is it that happiness makes you cry?
Sounds about right.
Yeah, which they have a lot of lines that make you think, like duality of life, all that stuff.
There's a lot of lines that can make you think if you don't use your brain. Whoa. Essentially, you just say opposites. Yeah, see, I just did one right there.
Yeah, no. But what I was thinking about today about just discussing other people and saying like hello. It's weird because you can tell, like, there's probably maybe 30, 40, or 50 people in my floor, my office. So I probably see about 10 of them a day because I don't leave my desk. But you can tell the people that are genuinely nice and probably interested to talk to you, even if you don't say anything to them. You're just like, hey, like you could just say one word, and like the way you communicate is like you can see them. You're both acknowledging each other, and then there's like a there's like a spark, I guess, not like a sexual spark, even though there might be, but it's a more conversational spark.
Yeah, that's a thing. Because, I mean, think about it. I guess by the time you're 14, 15, 16, if your whole life you never really had to be conversational and sparkly and fun with everyone, you didn't connect with a lot of people, you're not going to have to change that anytime soon. I mean, you go into your job, your career, your relationships, and people know you as the curmudgeon or the dude who doesn't really talk much or whatever. Like, you don't have to change that. So if you have to tell, you have it for life, I guess. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, unless like something terrible happens in your life, or like your limbs get blown off, and now all of a sudden he doesn't want to talk as much, and you're like, yeah, I can see why.
Or the reverse.
Oh, or the reverse, yeah. Right? Like maybe he discovers something about himself, or herself.
Maybe he's a coward, and then his parents get killed outside of a theater, and his mother's pearls just drop onto the ground.
That's crazy. That happened to a superhero, Superman. Someone getting so mad at their computer screen right now, yeah. Or their laptop, or their phone. We thank you for watching.
It's the Flash, right?
Yeah, that's more like it.
Moment of pause for our fallen
Flash friends.
Yeah, all our fallen followers. On bended knee, they close our podcast.
Took an arrow to the knee, they did.
I do have so I've been doing a lot of programming. I've been listening to a lot of podcasts. Ooh. I say podcast because it's only been one. It's the same old one.
You want a name drop? Maybe you'll hear it this time.
I do want a name drop because I was listening to the recent ones, and he mentioned Danica Patrick, and I was like, oh, he interviewed her, and I always thought she was.
You got a hard on for Danica Patrick, I'm pretty sure.
Who, me?
No,
everyone. It's weird because he interviewed her. I listened to the whole thing probably twice. I'm gonna say probably because it was portions, and I really like her. And she was she was more into him. She's single. He's married. She was more into him. She's 35. He's like, I'm gonna say 50.
I was gonna say 48.
50.
I don't know. I have no idea. Don't even Google it. Come on.
I want to Google it, but I'll hold off. My impulses are strong with this one. I'm gonna say 52. But he didn't throw off any vibes. Like I guess as a trained comedian, he knows to just stay within his boundaries.
He's a trained podcaster.
Yeah. He's done 1,000 of
way
those
more
podcasts.
Interesting people. Think of some of the crazy stuff he's heard. No, I'm not even dissing her. I'm just saying Okay, good.
Crazy stuff he's heard. Travis Barker from Blink-182.
Yeah.
He believes that UFOs are real. And
yeah, that's right. I forgot about him.
He was on his podcast saying how he was in contact with like the NSA. Yeah. He was in a special group. He's got a contracted group of scientists.
So wait, you heard this episode?
Yeah.
So I gotta know. Travis Barker. When he's 19, he's in Blink-182. He's kind of goofy. He's doing his thing, whatever. I didn't think it was Travis Barker. I thought it was a different member of the group.
Pretty sure it was him.
I mean, you wouldn't come up with that name by coincidence, so okay.
But he's the only one I know.
He's weird, whatever. He still talks to people. He still, I don't know, like, we were talking, you could tell if someone's conversational or not. You could probably tell if he was. You could tell if he's funny. You could tell if he has personality. You could tell if he's, I don't know, he's a guy, a happy drunk. There's a lot of things you know about a guy.
Mm-hmm.
Did that much change when he becomes UFO guy? Because I feel like you got to be, and telling people you contact the NSA, like, you can't be the same person. You almost have to be one of those people that doesn't engage in conversation anymore, because, like, Joe Rogan, what does he do when he's talking to him? Is he like, are you sure? Like, you can't call someone a liar every time they say a sentence.
That's exactly what he's good at. Because he didn't, like, Travis Barker was talking about some really crazy shit that didn't make any sense. And he was just like he's just like, how does that make sense? Like, he wouldn't say it like in a critical way. He was just like, well, if they were doing this, then why would you do this? And then, like, most of the people who are talking crazy shit will just circle back. They'll round the wagons and they'll keep talking about the same stuff.
And they start the whole story over again.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, you don't understand. They're from the planet, and you're like, that didn't answer the question at all.
Mm-hmm.
I understand that. So what did Travis Barker do?
He circled the wagons. He was talking about how
I
like
didn't
he
answer
was
the
at
question.
he was
Didn't
at an
answer the
airport and this guy came up to him. He was definitely a secret agent and they started talking about some crazy shit that he can't mention on the podcast because it's classified. But I was certain that he was part of an agency that was controlling alien life. It's like you didn't tell me anything. And that sounds so stupid. Like there's no way a government agent's got to talk to him in a public space about anything real.
Although I guess if they were going to and have complete deniability, it would be the best spot to do it. But I don't believe it at all. I'm just saying, it would be such a good spot. The craziest place would be like a fast food place somewhere in an airport. Like, can you imagine?
The busiest place possible. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like there were other people around, so it's proof.
Right. It would be nuts. But anyway, do they make music anymore?
No, I don't. Well, band? Didn't the guy commit suicide?
Oh, damn.
One of the guys did. I thought.
Damn, dude, you better look this up. It's getting dark, this episode.
Maybe it was one of the other guys. Maybe a different band.
Alright, well, there's a lot of bands in the world.
I'm going to have to search this because it's a pretty heavy topic. Plus you screwed up your mic so it takes a minute for it to refresh. Brings the volume way down and then slowly brings it back up.
Really? That's what yours did a minute ago. Well, imagine that. Damn it, who
Chester
won?
Bennington.
Oh, yeah. That's Linkin Park. I knew that.
Linkin Park. They, for some reason, they same in my mind.
Sixers beat Cleveland. Good one. Sorry. Big into sports here in Philadelphia.
But I was going on Danica Patrick.
Mm-hmm.
So she's only like 35. She's raced. She's won like once, I think.
She's only 35.
Yeah. Well, I was like, she's in my range, you know.
Slip her some digits. You know what I'm saying?
And she's Irish.
Physical and metaphysical.
So she's the only female racer, and then she was talking about, I don't want to go off on a major tangent, but she was essentially talking about how she's not into cars, and it's obvious that Joe Rogan is. So she was like, he like kept bringing up like different types of cars that she should buy, and she's just like, you know, I get a free one from these people, so I just use the free one. And it's like, but you're a race car driver. Like he's like so confused.
I guess that's an interesting tangent in itself.
Yeah.
Because you do something for a living doesn't mean you do all of it.
Like if you're a programmer, you might not know like the architecture of a CPU. You might not.
Sure. You might not know anything about computers in general. Wouldn't that be crazy? You could just do the language. And someone was like, which part's the processor? And he was like, the part that goes whiz.
Or like speaking English and not knowing like where English is the I can't say it now. I fucked it up.
Uh-huh.
You don't know where it's derived, like the origins. Like whenever you watch like a spelling bee, it's like, what is the origin? And like I bet everyone watching is like, is it Latin? And they're like, it's French.
No,
and you're like,
they don't have to know that, do they, for the spelling bee?
You don't have to know it to say it, to speak English, but like to know its origins might help.
Right, that's what you're saying.
Yeah.
It doesn't help you, by the way.
No.
But most people don't know it.
I need the specific Barstool.
You know?
Yeah. I need the Pacific one. Give me the Pacific one.
Pacific one. Oh, we got a lot of Pacific at my work. People want the Pacific one. So, moving on, I'll tell you mine. Let's see. Where did it actually begin?
Oh, no. Beginning?
Well, my kid, he's potty trained. Pees, poops on his own.
Oh, nice.
I help him when he wipes. You know what I mean? I want to make sure I just don't.
So does he just stand there saying like, "Dad, I need wipe," and then you come in and you're just like.
Anytime he goes to the bathroom, I'm like keen to it. I'm like.
Cause he'll pull up his pants and not wipe, and then you're like, ooh.
No, I mean, I don't usually. No. Once I see him go to the bathroom, I like kind of. I don't go into the room. I like hang in the doorway. I'm like, "Yo, you alright, bud?" I want him to feel like he's a big boy. You know what I mean?
You try to give him What?
Encouragement. Let him do his own thing.
Exactly.
Sure.
Independence.
So for the past 24 hours, maybe 36 hours, whatever it is, he's had like diarrhea every time he goes to pee, and I'm like, oh Jesus Christ! So I gotta wipe him every time, and now I'm like diligent about it, and every now and then there's like a new pair of underwear ruined, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, dude. Because like I finally moved past all this stuff, including a potty train, and I'm like, this is awesome. Now I'm like back to square one. I'm like looking at a pair of underwear. I'm like, I don't want to clean this. I don't.
Just throw it out the window.
The first pair that was all messed up, I was looking at Ange. I was like, we're just throwing it out, right? She's like, why? He has it. I was like, he's got a ton of underwear. He's getting big, so he threw it out.
Yeah.
Now like, he's into like a few more. I'm like, God damn, we gotta clean some of these.
Can you do hand-me-down underwear? Like, I'm having a second boy, so can I just...
You can. I mean, as long as they're in good shape. Don't give him any of the poopy underwear, please.
Yeah.
Anyway.
It's just naturally colored brown. I'll just stain the brown so he never knows.
So there's a couple pairs of underwear, and the best thing I could do is I put them in the basin next to the washing machine.
Yep.
And I scrubbed them with a little soap and hit some water on that stupid thing and just left them in there. Like, I'm not dealing with it right now.
Yeah, the Teflon method.
Sure. So today rolls around. I'm arguing with Dom. He won't listen. I'm doing my thing. I'm trying to do this. I'm trying to do that. I'm trying to do 10 things at once. I know I have a podcast tonight. I give that utmost importance. And so I do 3 loads of laundry. So the first load goes in the wash. I'm doing it. I go upstairs. My kid's being a pain in the butt. I forget. I think I yelled at him for jumping on something, whatever. Now he's upset. He threw a toy downstairs.
Ooh.
So I'm like, you don't throw toys. And now it's like I'm having one of those days where things just seem to go wrong. I forgot the pretzels out of my bag. I buy pretzels every Thursday, whatever. I throw them, whatever. Run out of pretzels. Now the pretzels are ruined. Go downstairs to get this toy. My teeth are clenched, and I look. I'm like, why is the water basin all the way full? His friggin' underwear that I left in there clogged the drain, and the washer overflowed because I was doing wash. Now I'm like, no big deal. Who cares? Pulled his underwear out. Everything drained fine. There's a little wet on the floor, a little wet here. No big deal. I go upstairs. His mother gets home. She's got to use the potty upstairs. I'm like, all right, go. That's fine. Now he's got to go. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, this kid has diarrhea every 5 seconds. Let's go downstairs. I go downstairs. Little to my knowledge that when the washing machine overflowed, it sank into the other part of the basement. And I have carpet. So now all the carpet's wet. And I'm like, what? And he's walking on. He's like, Dada, it's wet. And I'm like, I know it's wet. Like yelling at him. He's like having trouble going to the potty. And I'm like, let's just go potty. Everything's going to be fine. So I sit him on the potty. Meanwhile, I have to figure out how to stop this water flow situation. He wants to stay downstairs. We just made dinner. And I'm like, we can't play down here. It's not allowed. So I go upstairs. I'm like, just give me a plate of food. I'm going back downstairs with him. And I take a bite of the food because I have to eat it as quick as I can. It burned my goddamn tongue. I can't taste it on my tongue. And I was like, this is the worst day of my life. So I go downstairs. I throw all the clothes that I put into the dryer into the bin I have that I usually, it's like my hamper. That's how I bring all my clothes up.
Mm-hmm.
I go over to Dom. My tongue's burnt. I'm asking him what he wants to do here. He's upset because the ground's wet. Everything's wet. Everything's ruined. Everything's just going wrong. And I'm looking at him like, I don't deserve this. My tongue needs to be better. So you know what I did? I said, hey, let's go upstairs. Let's have a good time. Everything's going to be perfectly fine. I go to grab my bag. I forgot. When the washer overflowed, it wet my entire drying bag. So I just put all these dry clothes into a wet bag. And everything's wet from the floor being overflowed wet. And I just dumped it all on the floor, and I was like.
So did Dom go to the bathroom, or did you?
Oh yeah, he had some more diarrhea. Everything's great.
Which you added to the pile of your wet clothes, I guess, and then washed.
All that matters is I'm podcasting.
You're free.
He's asleep, sleeping like an angel. I have all my clothes finally in that washing machine, and they're all going to be dry soon. That's where I'm at today. My tongue's burnt, but I'm speaking perfectly eloquently for the podcast. But anyway, what I was getting at with that rant was that, do you ever have those days where everything goes together? I mean, I was looking at the pimples when I was getting ready to come on, and I was like, this is like hell.
I will say that I have not had like a terrible day in a long, long time. Most of my terrible days have happened already, so I think I'm covered.
There will be more.
Oh.
But I will also say I feel much better now. I get it off my chest, you know?
Yeah, you feel relieved.
Can't really ruin any more clothing or anything, so we're good.
Yeah, and that story you probably can't tell to too many people.
Just the internet.
Yeah, just the internet, which is...
Actually, I don't mind. It's just one of those things where it all started with me throwing those stupid poopy underpants in the... If I didn't throw them in that sink basin right there, I guess none of that happens, right?
But you left the sink running? Is that how it works?
No. When you run the washer machine, I'm not sure if you've ever done the washing
sink?
anyway. Yes. And it was that sink, and the underwear fell into the basin and went and clogged it. So then all that water just kept filling it. And I don't sit there and watch my washing machine drain. So.
Yeah, but it should be connected down below, not up top.
It is down below. The underwear fell into it.
Underneath where the underwear is. It should be connected to the pipe.
It is. What it is it overflowed over the top of the sink.
I'm losing you.
It filled the basin all the way.
Like, the basin should still be able to... Should not take on the water from the washer, is what I'm saying. It's like the water shouldn't dump into the basin. It should dump into a pipe that's below the basin, so that it never has to get clogged by poopy underwear.
Oh, like in general. Yeah, but most people have washing machines that have the hose that dumps the water out into a basin. I think a newer fashioned one gets hooked into the floor or whatever, but we're not newer fashioned.
That technology hasn't reached you yet. You northerners are far behind.
Pipes run from your washing machine into the ground?
Yes.
Good Lord. I don't care.
Yeah.
I hope.
There's not even a basin. There's a separate little like receptacle that accepts water from the washer.
Well, that's essentially the basin's job.
Yeah, but I don't put poopy underwear in there.
Well, I shouldn't have either, but I did, Dan, and it is what it is. We all learned a lot today.
So I've got a scenario for you. So say
you watch it,
Sure, yeah. So say you're having a party. Say you're maybe sharpening some knives, or you're trying to fix your lawnmower. Maybe the hedge trimmer has having some issues. And someone distracts you, and you look away. And because you're working on all these like manly power tools, you have I can't even say it right. You have a big boner, just a massive boner because you love power tools. So you look away. Someone's talking to you. And the power tools, or the knife, or the lawnmower just, boom.
Clean off from the tip,
the
whole thing?
From the base, you can't even make a vagina out of it. The remainder.
You can, with enough money, but anyway.
But you have the manhood, and everyone's over your house, and someone calls 911, and your manhood's laying on the ground, and you're about...
I'm not letting everyone look at that.
No. You're about to pass out.
Oh.
So you're fainting. But you have one last choice to make. There's a fireman, policeman, your family. For some reason I'm standing there. And you have to make a choice on who holds your manhood until it gets fixed back onto your body.
I think the girl.
Your wife? Your girlfriend?
Yeah, I think so.
Huh. Boy, she's freaked out. What is she screaming? She's yelling.
So she says no, and I have to pick between a stranger, and you? Is that what you're telling me?
Or your dad.
I mean, I've known him my whole life. It's real funny. I'm like, if my dad ever saw my wiener, I'd be like, that's gay. Like in my childish brain, like as an 18-year-old, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like now I'm raising my kid, I'm like, I see that stupid wiener every day.
Yeah.
Like, good Lord, kid, tuck it in, clean it up. So if his get chopped off, I'd be like, just give it to me. I've seen it before. I'll hold it. What am I going to do with it? Am I going to lose it? Am I going to give it to someone else? Am I going to laugh at it? I've seen it 100 times.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm an adult. So I almost say I would give it to my dad, but I don't feel that way about my dad. I'm like, I ain't showing my wiener, you know.
Even though.
Like I'm giving it to my friend Dan. Dan, hold this.
What are your expectations? You know? Do you think I hold on to it with my hand, or do you think I just like put it in my pocket, put it in the back pocket?
Nah, you gotta hold it in your hands.
Ziploc? Ziploc bag it? On ice? I gotta get ice.
You gotta get some ice, and it's gonna shrink.
That's when I chuckle. Put it on ice, it's like, you're just like, I hope they could reattach all of it.
They can just reattach the head.
Yeah.
I'm really sorry. The mushroom head is all we could save. Well, what am I going to do about the rest? There is no rest. That's it. Okay. Well,
yeah.
Mushroom cat.
One of your friends had paid for the extra length.
Oh. We have an anonymous donor.
Yeah.
Brings a tear to my eye. Well, that brings us to our topic of the evening, almost.
Yeah, almost. If you want to go right there.
I mean, it's what this episode.
It's all over the place.
Yeah, it is.
Oh shit!
Sentence. Witches.
Yes, sentence witches. Some witches. You want to talk about weaponry over the ages?
Ooh.
Could start with that.
Let's start with it and finish it with it. Let's do it.
Yeah, just do that. All right.
Anyway, for all those waiting for tonight's topic, finally hit yes on your recorder. Record. Tonight's topic is weapons. Hell yeah. We're talking about AR-15s. They're in the news.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about swords, like when you defend a woman's honor, a lady, you know what I'm saying? We're talking about cudgels. We're talking about baseball bats. We're talking about handguns. We're talking about long guns. We're talking about sticks. The first weapon is a stick. Is that true?
I don't know if it's a stick. I think it's your fists and then a rock, and then you probably go to a stick, and then you realize that you
way earlier than you think.
You think of sticks before a rock?
That's what kids play with when they're like 2 and 3 and crap. If you go outside, well, okay, 4 and 5. I guess they play with rocks first. In the comments below, please mention whether you think kids play with rocks first or sticks first.
I think sticks are more rare. Rocks are more rare. God damn it.
How does the song go? What breaks your bones?
Sticks and stones.
Why did they say sticks first?
Because stones rhymes with bones.
It could be. But I think it's because sticks were first.
Stones and sticks may break your
hips. You sure it's not dicks?
Oh, that's. See that 26-year-old female teacher? She was super hot, but she did something really ridiculously awful.
Sex with a student?
14-year-old.
Was she white?
She was, so she's going to get a really reduced sentence and probably be out in about 5-6 years.
Someone told me all the teachers that have sex with students are usually like middle-aged white women. And I was like, that's not true. And then I was like...
It's weird because they are mostly like 20 or 30.
Right.
You don't find too many like elderly women doing weird funky stuff, but elderly men... Fucking lechers.
Well,
they'd be all over it.
Men are off the book.
Yeah, men are weird.
And men aren't having relationships. Men are molesting. I hate men.
Yeah, it's not like an emotional connection. It's just a mental compulsion at that
shout
point.
Out if you're 20 to 30 watching the podcast and you like another student, like, shout out. You can't act on it, please.
Yeah. Shout out directly to the FBI and... Yeah. Or you can shout out to us. We'll just retweet it.
FBI. I love my student.
Oh, this might be a different episode than we think. Because I was watching this, oh my god, last night, Reddit's all over this stuff. Because school shooting and then school molestation. And so they're, like, I saw a thing about Subway Jared, who who had that. He had a campaign to bring his old pants, like his plus size pants, to schools, and then kids would get in his pants, and yes, and
like and video shoots and all that crap.
yeah. So this one teacher,
he did it on purpose.
I think he might have suggested it. If the video of him, so I'll say this: he met a teacher who he confided in, and then she had a sting operation with the FBI and him over 4 years, and she got him to say things about loving children that age because they're manipulative. You can manipulate them as much as you want, and the way he says it is the creepiest. It just makes you shudder, and it's just like, oh my god. And then the FBI couldn't act on it. They acted on him receiving child porn and not him saying that he loves children that age, physically.
So this was prior, obviously.
Yeah, this was before, and God bless that teacher, because she was like he mentioned to her that he wanted to put a camera in her children's bedroom so he could watch them casually somehow. Hey, what the hell's wrong with you, man? What is wrong with you?
Casual. I can't be like, wouldn't it be funny if we just put a camera in your kid's room? What if you said that to me? And I was like, yeah, we keep an eye on my son, but I mean, he's old enough. And he'd be like, wouldn't it be funny though? Like, I feel like you have to whisper the last few words of the sentence.
You have to.
Hey, that would be crazy. If we all just put cameras in our children's rooms.
Yeah, 2 octaves lower.
Like, no,
a little bit of change the decibels.
Yeah, it becomes more throaty and bassy.
Yeah.
I was just wondering if you had their dirty underpants in a sink basin.
Yeah.
I did, Jared, and it ruined my basement. Ruined everything.
It's like, did you happen to smell their poop? Oh god.
On panderers, we've reached new highs and new lows.
Ultra lows. Oh, gross.
Well, we have to go up from here, so let's go towards
weapons.
What weapon do you think?
Everyone should watch the video by Jared, though. It's just sadness.
I'm like intrigued. I think those people are crazy.
So sticks and stones. Sticks and stones.
Stick was the first weapon. Stone was the second weapon. When did we move into swords and stuff?
Whoa. You skipped over axes, which is a combination of a stick and a stone.
Wait, axe came way before sword?
Yeah, it was axe. Well, the sword, what are you going to make the sword out of? Wood? It might as well just be an axe.
I'm not into Minecraft, nerd.
Whoa. I don't know the patterns. I don't know how they fit together. I just know that I built the most majestic castle ever known to man, and you just happen to be part of it. I think you've seen it.
I've been a part of it. I don't know about majestic. It was awesome. It had a lot of mechanical workings.
Yeah. The glass stands for Under the Sea.
Oh my god, I forgot about the yeah, we had like a lava
lava
thing
tube
going down the sides.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't we make an entire lava tube that was as high as you could make it? So we had lava come down a tube,
into the water.
We surrounded the tube in glass.
Yeah.
And it would light up the night sky. That was pretty badass.
Yeah.
Damn.
I'm waiting for my son to get to that age where he can play video games and I could be like, no, make it higher. Make it brighter. And I don't do anything. I just command him to do it, and he does
it. No. Make it bigger.
I want to see 2. I want to see 2 lava tubes.
Oh, that would be pretty cool. Oh my god, what if they spiral around each other?
Oh man, it'd be crazy because I couldn't even do that myself. I would be too lazy. I wouldn't finish.
Right, it would take a lot of thinking there.
A lot of effort and thinking. So I'll just let my son do all the work, and then I'll be like, it counts because he's part of me. My genes are in there somewhere.
They're in there somewhere. Jared's genes are in there somewhere.
He wore khakis.
His physical genes. No, I thought, is that what it was?
His khakis.
No, it was his jeans he would bring around.
Oh no, I think it was khakis. I'm fairly certain.
Jared's
I'm sure he wore more than one pair of pants, but he has an official pair of khakis.
I'm just typing in Jared's pants. You kidding me? It's my turn to look something up on the podcast.
Oh, wow.
You're always looking crap up.
Oh,
Jared's pants. Oh, they're jeans, brother.
What?
You owe me an apology. Yes,
no way.
Jeans. Check this out. My man Jared here wearing some jeans. Looks like.
Are you using Bing or Google?
Actually, it defaulted to Bing. How's that possible?
Oh shit! I think you're. Oh, God damn it.
Hell yeah, dude. He's wearing some Jankos, baby. I got a picture of Jared Leto that showed up like 8 down that I can't even explain. That's crazy.
It's weird.
Okay.
I guess it's weird because he's holding the jeans and wearing khakis at the same time.
Hold on. Keep going down your page.
Yeah.
Why is Jared Leto over my page? Oh, Jared Leto. I'm sorry. I'm an asshole.
Yeah. Yep.
I was like, did he replace Jared at Subway?
God.
I thought something happened. Anyway, so we move from axes. Do we go to swords? Excuse me.
There's 2 steps. So there's spears, which makes sense.
After axes?
Yeah, after axes. And
spear sounds first, but go.
Yeah. I would make a spear first, but I'm not.
I played Dead by Daylight. What am I saying?
Yeah, spears. And then bows, which
makes sense.
It's kind of weird watching or reading most of these articles because they try to like highlight jumps in technology rather than like the ideas of technology, which is you're making something.
I don't think you knew because you don't know the mindset and the exact timeline back then.
True. And you don't know well, you might know the materials that they have.
I don't even know if you knew 100%.
Yeah, it is going back to like the thousands of BCs.
Yeah, you didn't. There's nothing saved or recorded.
It's like a Bible passage.
Right.
So then they go from bows to swords.
Like bows, speakers. Anyway, to swords. Good.
Like Zelda, Link to the Past.
Mm-hmm.
Bows. And then there's a bunch of stuff that doesn't matter because I don't care about it. But so like there's essentially like the vehicle to get you there, and there's like the weapon you're using, and then there's like the effect. So the different effects are that like you can set people on fire, you can like pierce them, you can explode them, and then you can like
bludgeon them.
Yeah.
Physical.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's like physical harm, all that stuff. Or you can poison them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Kill them with shock and awe by suppressing their nation with a much more powerful nation that believes they have weapons of mass destruction.
Yeah.
I skipped all the way to the end because I was tired of it.
You jumped like 2,000 years. So you're talking about the new nuke that Putin's talking about after you just wrapped up axes?
Yeah, yeah. I skipped right to it.
You skipped a few.
I was trying to help you because I know you were getting tired.
I am getting tired. So,
yeah.
You know what? You've helped me. I do appreciate it.
Well, let's talk about that nuke, though.
I don't know anything about it.
Oh, you didn't see the video?
You can't hide from it or something? No, I don't know.
He had a video where you could launch it from Russia and go either up or down, and either way he can hit anywhere in the world. And then also there's a video of like, we have these defense ballistic missiles.
That'll try and shoot it while it's incoming.
So he calls them like defensive nets. So the missile literally like dodges the net and goes like right around it. I was like, that's not realistic. It's not possible. And he had a picture of Florida. Florida getting nuked with like 7 warheads.
Wait, we can be honest here, right? He's not going to see this, but Putin sounds like a jackass. Like, oh.
Yeah, I think there's a certain point where it might not be syphilis. It might not be some sort of mental disease. But I think you get old enough, you get like a little senile, and then you think that you know things, and then you just start running off your mouth and start doing stupid stuff.
Here's what would mess up Putin the most. I think he would see me with his guards and like his high-tech people, and I'd be like, "What's up, Putin?" You know what I mean? Like I'd be like, I don't care," and he'd be like, and he would say something like, "Why you not quake with fear?" or something like that, and I'd be like, "'Cause I don't care, dude. Listen, my kid, he filled his poop in his underwear. It threw it all over. The floor was covered in water, and he'd be like, I feel like he would be honestly shocked that someone wouldn't be afraid of him being there and like his presence and his bullying power, and it would make him real mad. I think he'd be mad at me, but I'd be like,
He'd be
I've
mad that
seen
you aren't
enough, dude. I'm
influenced.
a parent. I've seen more than you can even imagine. And he'd be like, you
Does
do not know my power. And I feel like he would try and like have people strong arm me or something, and I would just be like, dude, buzz off.
I'm trying to figure out how many kids he has.
And how many kids he's raised. Like, come on.
I don't think he's raised any of them.
Of course not.
He just sets them free into the wild.
He probably has them raised by expensive rich maids or whatever, though.
He has a lot of relations, but they're with other countries.
Hell yeah, dude. Oh, man's banging countries.
Let's see his family here. God, that's so weird for like a leader to not have any, like, family is less than like 3 sentences.
So
2 daughters.
Got no woman? Yo, he's got no woman either.
He divorced somebody. Yeah.
He's totally gay. Here to hear, Putin. Come get me.
Putin's gay. All right. Yeah, but his missile system is total garbage. Apparently, they made the same system back in the 70s and said this is unrealistic. And the same thing is that if you're going to shoot somebody with nukes, you got to kill like every single person of that country.
Well, because otherwise, aren't they launching nukes at the same time?
Uh huh. You got to kill every major city, every launch site, and then every submarine, and then you got to have like all of the allies be killed too. Essentially.
But then, to this effect, doesn't every country have to do it to every other country when they do this?
Yeah. So you end up launching like thousands of nukes, and then the whole world's screwed. So
do you think it'll happen eventually, just because sheer possibility? Like, there's going to be some idiots, and then some people retaliate. Because does it only take one idiot, right?
I don't know if they like have to turn a key together and like say a passcode and then like.
But for a country though, I mean, we have no clue how North Korea, Russia, all these powerhouses, how they run their country.
Yeah, if North Korea gets one nuke, it's only one guy making a decision, and that guy is petty, small, and worthless. But
no, North Korea, not America. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, but Kim Jungle Un, whatever that.
That was a good burn. I hope he hears it. You know what? Let's just turn this into a
shit on world
out
leaders
here over the next few minutes. We're gonna shit on some leaders. South Korea's leader, he bends a lot to Kim Junko Un. Loser. Shout out Brazil's leader. He doesn't do much for his country. Corny. Shout out the Canada Prime Minister. He doesn't do.
Is that still Trudeau? Or is that French?
Yeah. I don't like.
He does look good though. You see that video of Ivanka talking to him, and she is just like, she's steaming.
All right, shout out.
It's like a heat wave coming right up.
It's the only one we're shout out. Good job.
Yeah, good job looking physically beautiful for a man.
America, Trump, loser. Who's cool? Over in
Are there
Europe,
any cool world leaders?
Well, Germany, it's that woman who doesn't like Trump, like I forget her name, Chancellor or something, probably.
You're making me want to look it up, but I won't.
You'd recognize her if you saw her.
Queen of England?
Queen, corny, dude. She doesn't do anything cool. In fact, I swear, I was watching a video, I put it in slow-mo, her eyes blink sideways. Like a reptile person, right? Queen's corny.
It's all the inbreeding.
Although, you know who tipped me off to that? Dildan.
Oh, yeah?
Honestly, he looks for sideways eye blinks. That's like his thing in people.
Put it on EverQuest.
Gets them off, man. Whatever gets them off. You try, it's not gonna work.
Yeah, it'd be weird if you could. If you can control your eyelids like sideways.
You think there's one person in the world who can, or no?
They wouldn't tell anybody. It's like that woman that could pop her eyes out. You remember that?
Yeah, she did Tide commercials or something. The laundry's how good, boy. It's like her blood vessels were bursting and everything.
Yeah.
Hold up. We haven't seen her in a commercial since the commercial she did, right?
She probably went blind.
Yo, she probably messed up her blood vessels and stuff. Don't even Google her. I don't want to know. She probably ruined her vision. Screwed up her eyes. All for capitalism, dude.
Yeah. It's nuts.
With that, I think I think we can wrap it up. I mean, that's a weapon in
Yeah,
and
in
of
itself.
itself.
Wow, we skipped all the way to the human element, which is the greatest weapon of all.
So we talked about every weapon ever created. We talked about every culture ever created. And we discussed every leader in the free world.
Wow.
We summed up so
So
much
much.
in
So much.
so little time. So little. So tiny time. That's
Oh,
incredible.
man.
How do we do it?
I don't know. I really don't. I don't know what
We're
happened.
good.
I blacked out.
Both out.
I will say that I read a story today about a guy who was on vacation about maybe 500 miles from his home, and he got blackout drunk and ordered an Uber driver and told him to go home, and he went to his home back 500 miles away. Charged him $1,000.
I mean, that's not. What's a flight?
A flight? That's probably like $100. It was West Virginia to New York City.
200. Oh. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Shout out that guy.
Yeah.
I mean, I like him, and I like our audience. Folks,
We like
I
it. We like it.
we like him a lot.
Yep.
That's big.
Yeah. Don't worry, I got it.
Check our socials.
Not on ice.
Check our. Okay. Check our socials. Check our socials. If you get a chance, check our socials.
Can you make our socials for us? I'm tired of making them all, and spin-offs will probably be just as good for us. Who knows?
Donate to our Patreon.
Yeah.
Pantheon.
Unpandas. I know that's a copy. The repanderers. Don't want
There are repanders on
Yeah.
there and unpandas.
try not to pander again. It's hard
Yeah,
enough
it's
the
another
first
pimple.
time.
You guys found it. Good job. Good eyes, guys.
Yes. Terrible.
Yeah. Everywhere. I'm falling apart.
Wow, you're a teenager again.
Trust me. The erections are back, folks.
Yep, nothing to do with them. Because you're, how many years in that relationship?
Which one? Me and my kid? 0. Right.
Man, way to end it on an awkward note. Trying to bring it back together. I have to edit this video.
No. We're good.
We're never gonna use this.
I don't know how many years I've been in my relationship. Is that bad? Wait.
I can't show this
for the podcast. We don't have a anniversary.
Really? You don't celebrate an anniversary?
We don't have one. How weird is that?
Your real anniversary is unmentionable then, right?
No, we don't have one. This is not a joke. I'm sharing this for the podcast.
How many years do you think it is? Do you ever surprise her with a gift and say, "Hey, it's sort of something special"?
6 or 5.
Huh.
How crazy is that?
Pretty different. I'm gonna say it's a
Right?
little weird. Although I don't really celebrate. I mean, like for anniversary stuff, you do like a small little thing. Every 10 years, you do a vacation or something that you already want to do.
She does a small little thing, right?
Yeah, somebody else probably.
Is that better?
I don't know. I did say it though.
Oh, yeah, she does a small little thing. It's someone else. Let's wrap it up.
Yep. Good, complete episode, full circle,
Complete episode.
around the world.
We just discussed every single thing y'all could want. We might as well just change our name to the Science Channel. Thanks for listening, gang. We appreciate it. We salute you. We want to be you. We want to be with you.
Keep listening.